He sat alone in a dim light, silent room. The light from a single lamp flickered on his wrinkled hands. In front of him, just a notebook, a frying pan, and a list of herbs and spices. He was 65, broke, forgotten. But inside that silence, there was one thing still alive, a dream, and a recipe that refused to die. He didn't know it yet, but the sound of that sizzling oil was about to echo across the entire world. Harland was only 5 when his father died. His mother worked day and night to keep food on the table. By 7, he was cooking meals for his younger siblings. While other kids played outside, he was stirring pots, chopping vegetables, learning something far more valuable than school ever taught: survival. He quit school at 12, became a farmhand, a streetcar conductor, a railroad worker, even a salesman. Every time he thought he'd found stability, life pushed him back down. By the age of 40, Sanders had already failed more times than most people even try. In 1930, he opened a small service station in Corbin, Kentucky. Travelers stopped for gas. Some asked if there was food nearby. Sanders saw an opportunity. He began cooking for them in his own dining room: fried chicken, country ham, biscuits. It wasn't fancy, but it was made with heart. Sanders became obsessed with perfecting his chicken. He experimented with ingredients late into the night, chasing a flavor that lived in his imagination. He tested every ratio, every temperature, until finally, it wasn't just food anymore. It was art. When a new interstate highway was built, it bypassed Corbin. The customers disappeared overnight. Sanders watched his restaurant empty, his income vanish, his dream crumble. He sold everything at 65. All he had left was a car, a pressure cooker, and his secret recipe. Most people retire at 65. He did the opposite. He packed his car with flour, seasoning, and hope, and started driving across America. He went door to door, restaurant to restaurant, offering to cook chicken for owners. If they liked it, they'd give him a small share of the profits. 1,009 times he was told no. Then came Pete Harmon, a restaurant owner in Salt Lake City. Sanders cooked for him. Harmon took one bite and said, "This is it." Together, they launched the first Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise in 1952. The bucket meal was born. That red and white bucket wasn't just a container, it was a symbol. It meant comfort, family, and success born from struggle. In just a few years, KFC spread across America like wildfire. The face of the white-bearded Colonel became a promise: flavor, tradition, and trust. In 1964, he sold KFC for $2 million, a fortune at the time. But deep down, he feared losing control of his creation. He traveled endlessly, checking restaurants, tasting chicken, and arguing when the flavor wasn't right. He wasn't a businessman. He was an artist protecting his masterpiece. Television made him an icon: that friendly smile, the white suit, the black tie. He became more than a man. He became a story. But fame didn't change him. He still visited small towns, met cooks, shook hands, and told them, "Do your best every single time." By the 1970s, KFC had become a global empire. From Tokyo to London, from Cairo to Karachi, people lined up for a meal born in a tiny Kentucky kitchen. Sanders had created more than food, he had created belonging. Even in his last years, Sanders didn't rest. He kept working, traveling, inspecting restaurants, speaking to anyone who would listen. When he passed away in 1980, he left behind a story that was bigger than any company, a reminder that success isn't about age, it's about hunger. Today, KFC sells millions of meals every day. But behind each bite lies one truth: a lonely man at 65 who refused to give up. His recipe wasn't just for chicken, it was for life itself. Courage, patience, and the faith to keep going when the world says you're done. That's the real secret recipe. If you felt inspired by this journey, make sure to subscribe to Mystique for more untold stories. And tell me in the comments, which part of this journey moved you the most?